So, Emeka Ugwuonye amụma, I believe from Nedo, intelligent, and I believe from that you actually know what you are doing. Only set of men. I don't like men who easily go back to their vomit. Not only Nahashia back to their vomit, only Shia back to your vomit. You should be remorseful for making that first mistake. You don't go back to that your vomit in order with the pride. They defend the vomit issue back to it. Because in this case, in a podcast, it is your word against your own word. Have you seen? It is your word against your own word. And then when zero tolerance to men that cannot stand, no happen. Even if there is any reason for you to change, when you change, in order to make no mistake, can I do quick? You make the kind of mistakes you made before. Still on the podcast, Grandre, you talked about how May was insensitive, were corrupt or mind against their father, right? That's what you said. Yeah, that's what you implied. Somebody look at Daniela or Watako, Ndemuke, or Watakahawu, like on a habitable to the point where they see things, they make assessment of things, and they conclude things based on if you have follow, because they were there on social media seeing their father on an emotion of their mom being so insensitive to how their mom feels. You are coming to social media to come and prove to them that you are proud of choosing someone else against their mom. You are so proud. You are a proud polygamist. You did not only do that when people started backlashing you, you were trying to prove to people that you did not make a mistake. You are trying to prove to people that no the best, no issues over their mom, the ultimate. So Daniela tahata that no froso. And all no an actor, a popular actor, Orusia na school, yana wata ibe kuarioku, wata ibe wolu makife merube hakoyon, or watata, or mahife. Now let us assume that no, we may actually not deceive Romazia. You were asked, Kelife, we may shallow in all this. You said that when she came to you people first, that what she wanted then was shite support. That is, it was after the buying of Nwenwoke coaching to another thing, which is divorce, which name something melo trigger or you will push you for that divorce. So can you, when you talk about shite support, the room has the far up Daniela and Umunne. So na papa was take care of one Daniela and Umunne wotata amahife that na family na their father. Adazi they take care of them, or those will take care of them before. So she did not go for divorce at first. What she just needed was for the man to be taking care of woman's. That was her first request when she came to you people. So that child support on her shop. I'm asking you a question. There was also a previous video before where you compared Odiebu to Senator Ned Nwoko, where you in a random mother ha compares na Senator Ned Nwoko and Odiebu. That Senator Ned Nwoko they take care of homeware and responsibilities even extra. But na Odiebu ahe nyemudu homeware upkeep na plan na eje anu nwanyi ozo na nwanyi do je nwanyi ozo. But no one he maintain a family of how many? Your words against your own words. So now, do you think that no Mazia, though entirely so daft or ignorant that, or that they were blind, that Nahimwelanya how you do for all these things. That they needed their mother to tell them that their dad is no longer taking care of them. Remember that at the age Daniela and Umunne no family or if any mama hana say papa. Most of the things Hanidi, they can easily walk up to their father. Jim press that request, neighbor papa fano. They can call their dad on phone where daddy if I need it. So opposite he responded to them. They know that not he responded. So I can tell you that na grievances of Umazia, neighbor papa fano. I can tell you that grievances Umazia papa fano. Anything to do with the influence of their mom or the behavior or attitude of their mom, but rather Umazia with their own personal beef, neighbor papa hano, based on conduct. Papa fa goes on social media and the personal relation. Etu Papa has a puncture personal relationship between him and them by thinking that no deny Yafa if they take care of them. No, you force her into getting them on their side, or no, you use her we punish their mother. They want to go based on your own personal assessment. Now you keep going back. It is you against your words. Don't forget that the same way is where the advocate of Odiegwu and Tigbegwegwe making excuses for them here and there. That was the same way. Is where people comment on this case, because according to you, you have started commenting on this case before we May and their family. In fact, their family reached out to you. If you don't go based on how intelligent you are, because like you are saying now, or just like you just said in that podcast, that you have not spoken with Odiegwu and you have not spoken with Antigbegwegwe. So every single excuse you may make it out and justification you may to some of the nonsense is based on your own intelligent assessment. The same way you intelligently assessed this case before May and the family approached you. You were all over social media commenting on the matter based on how you intelligently assessed it. And today, that assessment email then, you are standing again on social media, defending the present assessment email was renowned. So what is different that you have found out now do different from what you find out before? Because as far as I'm concerned, he claim every single thing in no blood and no anti. So none of them discuss go with you. But they just know how you did your first study that made you to start supporting with May. You are doing the same study again. And what is the conviction that if Odiegwu and Antigbegwegwe approached you now, that the same way you betrayed May, that you are not going to betray them again? I am coming back to tell you, based on that podcast, the reason why you turned on Queen May. You are very selfish. And the main character syndrome, in a domineering attitude. And I will prove that to you when I come back again. Let's go.